What's up, everyone? Justin here, back with a new, I don't know what you call this show. Countdown, some of my favorite video games. But anyways, it's a show where I'm sharing my video game collection. I've played video games since the late 80s when my brother and I got the very first Nintendo Entertainment System. I got it right here, the original. It's pretty, not dirty, but it has some dust on it because I had to actually find it. I believe it still works, I think. I actually have a plug for it. Maybe I should test it and see if the red light will even go on. But yeah, basically this is me sharing my history of video games and all the games I have, my collection of current games and a lot of older games. So I don't know what to call it. It's not a countdown, it's just my video game collection of all the games I've basically ever played. So I'll be back in a second because I got tape stuck on my fingers from using tape. I'll be back. So I'm back. I actually found the cord, the power cord, from the adapter you plug in. This is it. And the other thing, AV switch or AV input is there. I have that, but it's somewhere. I don't know where. But here's the first ever video system I ever played and that I ever got. The Nintendo, I put stickers on it. I got two Nintendos for some reason. We got another one that's cleaner, but for some reason me and I think my brother did this. Put all these NFL stickers, tattoos on it. And a sticker of Wayne's World. And picture of Wayne and Garth. For some reason we did that, but we do have another Nintendo that looks cleaner. But this still works. You see, it says Nintendo Entertainment System. This is the original. It's not a new one they released. It's not a mini. It's an original. It still works. Check this out. See that? That's what it would happen. It would flash when the games wouldn't decide to work. That's what you had to deal with growing up in the 80s. It was annoying. Very annoying. Nowadays, we have it easy. Just turn your consoles on. Or maybe some consoles are just online. I don't know. I still have there's like dust stuff flying off of this. Because, again, it was put away. I think I had it in my attic or something. And, yeah, there's what it does without a game in it, or if a cartridge game would not work, it would consistently do this and not play the fucking game, and it'd piss me off. I'm sure it pissed off a lot of gamers growing up. Because now when you turn on your consoles and your video systems, they don't screw up. They start right away. I only had my PS5 only crashed like once on me where I had to unplug it from the back. But here's the one game I have left from Nintendo. I don't have the original games anymore. I sold a lot of them. Stupidly, I shouldn't have sold them, but I did. I could have made a lot of money off eBay and put them on eBay. Here's the original gun for Duck Hunt. It came with, says 1985 Nintendo Zapper. A lot of the original guns were all gray. this is orange for some reason. It still works. I do have the original Nintendo controllers, but I really have to look for them. But see this giant plug? Compared to wireless controllers, this is giant. This goes in here. Just like that. To use a duck hunt controller for shooting at the screen and shooting the ducks. For a duck hunt. Very fun game. Duck Hunt. Came with Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. So let's see if this works. It's probably dusty inside the cartridge. One of the best games ever, in my opinion. One of the best baseball games ever. Very fun, but very hard also. Sometimes. Well, what's cool about this, they got a mercy rule. If you score like 7 runs or 9 runs against a team, the game's over. Or they end the game and you win. I don't think they'll play, but it's probably dusty inside. But let's see if it works. And let's see if the red button stays on red. It does not. It's probably dirty inside. So this was again, you had to put the games in, push them down, pull them out. That's old school gaming. Again, kids nowadays, me, I still play new games. We got it too easy. You can now download games on your system without having a CD or cartridge. This was a myth. I don't know if it worked, but let's try to blow in it. That probably won't work. You had to usually clean it with like Q-tips and alcohol sometimes. Still, it's not working, but I could get the game to work if I really tried. But I don't have time to try here. Here's I will show a few more old school games and stuff that I got before I share a receipt from a Game Crazy store when I sold a whole bunch of my games. And I got the money amounts of what they gave me back for a whole bunch of classic games. Some weren't classics, but I sold them all. I had a ton of GameCube games I sold. And N64. Here's one of the first N64 games I got with the system, or right after I got it. I got Turok, Dinosaur Hunter, and then I got this because I'm a huge wrestling fan. The original booklet. Yes, I had this. I played it for hours and hours. It was great. There's a booklet. There's a back. I don't have the cartridge because I sold it many years ago. But yeah, I did have every wrestling game for N64. I believe I got an N64 at the end of '97 for Christmas or for my birthday. Either '97 or '98 when I was like 12 or 13. Or possibly 14, I got an N64. Here's a Sega Genesis game. Again, it's a cartridge. This is the only one I got left. I sold all my other cartridge Sega games. This is going way back. This is old school gaming. Before the Nintendo, I actually had an Atari. My brother had it first, but I grew up with an Atari. That's how old I am. Yeah, I probably started playing Atari when I was like, I don't know, 3-4 years old, I think. So like 1986 or 7. Here's one of the games I have left. I got a football game too. in the racing game. I don't have one of the worst games ever made, E.T. for Atari. Absolutely one of the worst games ever made. It was horrendous. Fishing Derby on Atari. There it is. The original cartridge. I have no clue if this works because I don't have an Atari. But there's a Fishing Derby. For the time, it was a pretty fun game. There's the graphics. Like little stick men sitting down fishing. That was the graphics back then. Stick men. It was really different to compare with today's graphics. And here's a N64, another wrestling game I had. And again, I had all of them. I had World Tour, NWO, WCW, NWO, Revenge, I had WrestleMania 2000, WWF Attitude, No Mercy, and here's Warzone. Here's Warzone. Still have the box, but I sold the game. I do have the game on my PC. I could play it sometime, but I already played it. And I uploaded that video in my N64 playlist of Warzone. So there it is, Warzone. This game, when it came out, I really wanted to get it right away. Again, when I was a teenager, 12, 13, 11, 14, I was obsessed. Absolutely obsessed with wrestling and buying figures and video games. And I'm still obsessed with wrestling. So let's go to like 20 years later, or way after the Atari. Here's a PS3. Original controller for PS3. Sadly, the trigger, it was crap, or I overused it, it fell off. The trigger fell off. I think this part works. But this controller's absolutely warped. It's like, what's that called? Stick drift. It's messed up. You try and move a character up, he goes sideways over and over. It's bad. So this controller's shit. So I had to buy a replacement for PS3. And here's my PS3. God damn, this is heavy as hell. Seriously, this is the heaviest fucking console I've ever had. PS3. Here it is. It's dusty, but it says on PS3. It's very dusty. I haven't played it in like 3-4 years. Maybe. Or 2.5 years. But yeah, CDs, the games come out of there. It works really good still. The fan is kind of loud because I played it a lot after I got it. So yeah, this is goddamn heavy. But here's the PS3. And here's a replacement PS3. It's a computer controller, but it works on the PS3. See the thing here, the cord that goes in the PS3. This works perfect. PS3, what was cool about it, you could like download movies or clips or videos, MP3 and MP4 video clips. You could download AVN. I think it's called, no, not AVN, AVI. AVI type of video. You could download AVI videos, MP4, MP3s. So yeah. I do have a lot of videos on my PS3 still saved. I think they're all wrestling. So, yeah, here's another replacement PS3 controller I had to buy. Because the trigger, again, broke on the original. Here's a replacement I bought off Amazon. There it is. Again, it has dust because I never use it. So it got dusty. But it still works good, hopefully. I should probably clean the dust out of the buttons. But there it is. There's a thing to plug it in to charge it. There's the R2, L1, L2. And here's a GameCube controller. I did share a lot of my games like 2 years ago on a video, I believe. But I got newer games that I'll share with you that I got to add to my collection. On my PS5, I got games that I downloaded that I totally have played. I have a collection of about, I think, 215 games at least. But they're not all downloaded, but I played about over 200 games within the last year or two. So here's a GameCube not original controller, but a replacement. Different type of GameCube controller I bought at a game store. There it is. I'm sure it still works. Here's a cord. I don't have a GameCube anymore, but maybe I should try to sell this on eBay because I don't have a GameCube, so it's useless. I'm just saving it because I save too much shit. So now, I shared a lot of stuff so far. But now, I'm going to get to this receipt when I bought a PS3. I still have the damn receipt from GameStop, I think. Yeah, GameStop. This was from GameStop. I bought a PS3 in let's get the date here, 2012. So 12 years ago. May 17th, 2012, I bought a PS3 for $239 fucking dollars. That's overpriced, but that's what it was. And I don't know when PS3 came out. I don't have a clue. Did it come out in 04, 05, 06, 08? I don't fucking know. 2010. But I bought it in 2012. Before I bought the PS3, I was playing PS2 a lot. And where's that PS2? I still have a PS2 console. Where is it? I'll find it. I'll find it and share it on the next gaming video of my gaming stuff. I thought I had it down here, but it's not here. But I'll find it. Yeah, PS3 in May 2012. I bought it for $240, and I bought 2 games with it. And I bought a power-up card, I guess. Also, but I bought Need for Speed Run for $22 and MLB The Show 2012 for $50. I do not like buying new games much because they're like $70 or $60, but I still will sometimes. So yeah, there's a date, May 12th, or May 2012 is when I bought my PS3. Here's another receipt when I went to a Game Crazy store and I sold a ton of my games and some consoles. So I'm going to give you the prices of what they gave me back. Maybe you'll think this is interesting. Maybe you'll want to hear it, maybe you don't. Too bad if you don't. Turn the video off. I'm going to read it anyway. And what I got back for the games, for selling them. And Game Crazy was next to a Hollywood Video, right inside a Hollywood Video. Hollywood Video was a competitor to Blockbuster, basically. And Hollywood Video then closed. I want to say they closed by near my house in 2013, 14, or 12, something like that. I sold all my games, a ton of them. What is the date on this? I thought I had the date on here. Oh yeah, November 15th, 2006, I sold a ton of my old games because I wanted a PS2. And then I bought a PS2 after I sold everything with store credit they gave me. They offered me cash, but I think I took the store credit for a PS2 and some games. Because I was kind of tired of the GameCube. I played it enough. I was bored with it, so I sold it. Here are some GameCube games I sold and what they gave me for it. WWE Day of Reckoning. That was a pretty good game. $6 they gave me. I think I bought it for like 40 or 50 or 30. Mario Superstars. I think it's called Mario Superstars Baseball, I think. I'm not sure. Or something. Mario Superstars Tennis or Baseball. They gave me $15, 29 cents for that. Need a Speed for GameCube. Need for Speed Carbon, or I don't remember the name of it, but Need for Speed $8, 40 cents. Mario Kart Double Dash for GameCube, $9. Need for Speed Underground for GameCube, $5.48. Metro Prime 2. I didn't play that game that much, but it was pretty cool. Metro Prime 2, they gave me $7 for. MLB Slugfest 2004. They gave me $2.88. Rampage, Total Destruction for GameCube. They gave me $9 for that. James Bond, 007, Everything or Nothing. $8.40. James Bond, Agent Under Fire, $3.30. Here's more games, and then I'll be done with this part 1 of my gaming video. More GameCube games that I sold. All of these are GameCube. I had a ton of GameCube games. At one point, I think I had like 40 or 50. Home Run King, $2.40. True Crime 1. True Crime, $4.74. True Crime 2, $7.20. Legends of Wrestling, $2.40. FIFA 2006 World Cup, $13.20. I think that game was a couple months old when I sold it, maybe. Oh, that's why I got 13 back. Metroid Prime, the original, Part 1, $1.20. What a ripoff. They ripped me off alright. NASCAR Thunder 2000, $3.60. How does a NASCAR game give you back more money than a Metroid Prime? I don't get it. Call of Duty 2 for $8.40. Reign of Fire, based on the movie Reign of Fire for GameCube. Reign of Fire, $3.60. Need for Speed Underground, $8.40. More GameCube games. WrestleMania 8 and 19, I believe. WrestleMania 19. $3 only for GameCube. Quad Power Racing, ATV Quad Power Racing, $2.40. 007 Night Fire. That was a good game, I remember. $3.30. MVP Baseball 2005. $7.20. James Bond Russian, or James Bond from Russia with Love, I think was the title. $7 and 80 cents. Madden 2004, $1.20 only. WrestleMania 19, I don't know, another WrestleMania game. I don't get it. They got the same WrestleMania game down here and they gave me money back twice. But WrestleMania 546, I don't get that. Why they put it down twice. But yeah, here are all the games printed. I'm not making this up. This is a legit receipt when I sold all my games. I saved it. See, there's the name of some of the games. It looks upside down, but whatever. Tiger Woods, PGA Tour Golf, $1.20. Hot Wheels, Velocity, or Velocity City. Hot Wheels, $5.40. WWE Crush Hour, $1.80. More GameCube games still. Godzilla Destroy something, $5.40. WWE Day of Reckoning 2, I think. Day of Reckoning 2, they gave me $26.10. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, $6. Call of Duty something, $6. Strike Force Bowling, $3.60. American Chopper Game, $6.30. Major League Baseball, $8.40. Midway's Arcade Hits, $3.90. For the GameCube console, $30 they gave me for the GameCube. And maybe did I sell a memory card? I don't know. But they took my controllers. $2.88 for a controller. For the memory card, $1.10. And for another controller, $10 back. For a Game Crazy MVP card, I guess I paid $20 for that, for membership for like 6 months or a year. But that was a good deal for the membership in game stores because you get discounts on a lot of games. It's kind of like PlayStation Plus now. But PlayStation Plus has a lot more games to pick from. So that's done with all the GameCube stuff I sold. So let's go to N64 games. I don't know if that's a console. No, it can't be. Maybe it is. I don't freaking know what that is. For the console, it only gave me $10. I'm not sure, but something here for $10. Maybe that's for N64. I don't know. WCW versus NWO Revenge. What the fuck? 22 cents only for that. That's a classic. I could have sold that way more on eBay. GoldenEye, 007 GoldenEye, great game, $3.12. Wave Race, 64 $1 only. WWF Attitude, 1 fucking cent. A penny. I got a penny back for Attitude. Attitude was not a great game, but it was worth more than a penny. WWF Warzone, 36 cents. Good God. I know this was 2006, but they didn't want to pay out shit for any N64 games. WWF No Mercy, $1.92. Road Rash, 64, 1 cent. Again, I shouldn't have sold my N64 or the games, but I was young and I was dumb and I wanted a PS2 really bad. More N64 games. ECW Hardcore Revolution. I had that. They gave me a 1 cent. That pisses me off. WCW versus NWO World Tour, 1 cent. What the fuck? Whoever, I would like to go back in time and punch the cashier in his damn face for giving me 1 cent. Major League Baseball for N64, they gave me 0. So why'd they take it from me? They just stole it and didn't give me anything. I didn't realize that. But that Major League Baseball, I actually rented it and never gave it back to the video store. The video store inside a grocery store, and then they closed down anyway, so I kept the game. 1080 snowboarding. Got some food in my mouth. Anyways. Yeah, 1080 snowboarding, 50 fucking cents. That game is really fun. I have all these games, a lot of them on my N64 playlist on my channel. Check them out. Pretty, like over 30 N64 games I have in that playlist, I think. About 30 of them. WrestleMania 2000, all-time great game for N64, 50 fucking cents only. That's a crime that they only gave me that. For the, for the PS2 that I bought, it costed $99 only. But then I bought NFL Street 3, which I really enjoyed. NFL Street 3 for $30, and then I bought a Need for Speed Corbin, whatever the hell it was called, $27 for that. And then I bought a final game for PS2 I bought that day I sold everything. Raw, SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 I bought. That was pretty damn fun. So there it is. There's a lot of the games I sold. I tried to sell Bases Loaded and some Sega games and Bases Loaded for Nintendo, but they wouldn't take it. They wouldn't take them. They thought they were too old or they couldn't make a profit. They wouldn't take Deion Sanders Primetime Football. Really good game, really fun football game. It's different. The gameplay, I think, is better than Madden was at the time. So yeah, and I'll share these two PS3 games. Here's the PS2. I found it. Let's share the PS2. So here's one of my PS2 games I still have. I played it nonstop a lot. MLB The Show 2009. My brother still has a few PS2 games, but I'll share them. I'll try to get those on the next gaming video. So there's a PS2 disc. MLB The Show. I tried to sell this. Nobody would buy it. Maybe I should try to sell it on eBay. Still works. Still got the box. Think the disc is okay condition. Looks dusty. I don't know. Kind of looks beat up. But it played. It worked. I'm sure it still works. But yeah, I loved this game, MLB The Show. When I first got it, I played it a ton. There's a back cover. MLB The Show are really good games that they put out every year. But I'm not going to buy a new baseball game every year. I used to try when I was younger. Here's a PS2 console. Here it is. Still got the memory card. There's the memory card. It says PlayStation 2 on it. It's all really beat up, dusty. I don't play it anymore because you gotta insert the memory card like it's a console, or like it's a cartridge, not a console. So here's MLB The Show in here, 2011 for PS2. I believe this PS2 still works. It's a slim little one. It's way lighter than the PS3. It's a slim, and you gotta press a button to get that open. So here it is, PS2. I showed you an original Nintendo, still works. PS2 still works. PS3 still works. But I'm never gonna play I'm not gonna play it again. I doubt it. I could download those games online. Or download them off of PlayStation Plus. A lot of PS2 games, I didn't get to play a lot of them. I only bought like under 20 PS2 games. I played a lot. But two great ones I had. The Godfather, great PS2 game based on the movie The Godfather. I loved that game. Also Scarface. I loved that game. Scarface for PS2. Great game. And Godfather. Those two games I really remember. They also had really good fighting games also. And really good baseball games for PS2, MLB The Shows. Good SmackDown games, Raw vs. SmackDown. Good shit was on PS2. So I hope you enjoyed this part 1 of my video game collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll be back with a part 2, maybe a part 3, because, well, actually, I'm not done yet. I took pictures of all the games I got downloaded on my PS5 and 4. Let's go back to the beginning, or this is where I started. Yeah, this is the first picture I got of PS4 NBA 2K20 I had. There's a picture. I also had 1979 Revolution, a Ghostbusters game, MLB The Show 20, Mafia 2. So there's a picture of some of the games that I still have on my PS5. Or that I could download anytime I want to play them again. So that's a ton of games. And here's some recent games I have a picture of. Police Simulator. I got that off PlayStation Plus. Maybe you guys also have downloaded that. Raging Justice. It's a beat 'em up. There that is. Shadow Warrior 2 I played a little bit of. Shadow Warrior 2 up there. There's Watch Dogs right there I played. And I downloaded 2K24, WWE 2K24. I play that a ton when I have time. Yeah, I love to play video games on my free time. Tomb Raider Legend, started playing that within the last month or two. There that is. That's a really fun, I think it's a PS1 or PS2 game. Tomb Raider Legend. I never played it when it came out. Something Filter Dark Mirror. I played that. It looked like a PS2 or 1 game. Strider, or whatever the hell it's called. Strider, who cares? So there's some of my games that are currently on my PS5. Oh, and I didn't show you one of my favorite games of all time that I love. I play all the time. Because I did paid for downloadable content of Streets of Rage 4 Survival Mode. Downloadable content, Survival Mode is awesome. The whole game's awesome. One of my favorite games of all time, Streets of Rage 4. I have it downloaded on my PS5. I play it all the time. There it is. If you don't have Streets of Rage 4, play it, get it. It's awesome. It's great. To me, it's my favorite game of all time, I think. It's up there. It's right there with wrestling games. I absolutely love beat 'em ups. I love beat 'em ups. I try to play them all. I try to currently search for beat 'em ups and try to buy them. I actually bought one beat 'em up that only costed 99 cents. There's like 8-bit characters, beat 'em up. I believe it's 8-bit characters. So there's some of my gaming. I still got a ton of pictures of my games. But I'll share more of those later in the next videos. Before I go, I can delete those pictures later. Here's a PS5 black controller. There it is, in the bag, or out of the bag. I had to buy a lot of PS5 controllers because they all had problems with the triggers, acting up, stick drift, and that bullshit. So I couldn't fix them, I had to buy new ones. There's a black one. It works, but it has stick drift issues. This one currently is the best controller. It works perfectly for my PS5. There it is. I had to buy this after the original. And yeah, I wrap these and put these in a bag when I'm done playing with them so they don't get dust inside here, inside the triggers. Here's the original PS5 controller. It still works, but it has problems with the triggers. Again, it moves your characters all over the place when you don't want to move them. They move to the left. You want to move them to the right. They go to the fucking left. It's like impossible to play a shooting game with a bad trigger. So I had to buy this, and it still works perfectly. Thankfully. I also have a 6-button PS5 controller. 6 buttons in the front. It has a cord. I bought it off of, I believe, Amazon. That works really good, too, for fighting games and beat 'em ups. So here's my PS5 controllers. I have 3 of them. But yeah, I currently have 4 of them. I have 4 PS5 controllers because 2 of them are bad. So I hope you enjoyed this video, part 1 of my video games collection. I'll be back with a part 2 and maybe part 3. Because I still got a ton of these games in the boxes I paid for. I paid for the discs. I downloaded a ton of games I bought. I have downloaded, but I also like to still get the physical copy of the games. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Are you into gaming? When did you start playing video games? Do you still play video games? I'm never going to stop playing. I love gaming. And I love video games. It's a great hobby. And it's a great escape to escape your problems. And to just escape. It's a great escape. It's relaxing to me. It's very relaxing. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you got any of these systems, original Nintendo, PS2, PS3, PS4, 5, tell me. Leave it in the comments. What video games are you currently playing? I would like to know. Bye for now.